So hello to the remaining ones. Open Energy Exchange. Which one? It was the last slide, so that's why. So we're going to bring access to local, clean, and cheaper energy. And the idea behind is something that many are working on at the moment, clearly. So what we see as a problem, if I try to explain this to my mom, is that she won't understand why energy cost is going up, while the price of energy that the prosumer gets is going down. And, okay, this is not working, but anyways. So the thing is that if you want to sell your energy and you have a solar rooftop, basically every year, you get less, and at home you pay a bit more, and we try to explain these inefficiencies to the consumers, and it was difficult for us to understand. So we tried ourselves to understand why. And what we discovered is that mostly due to the different production profiles, so the prosumer will have a production profile, are different from the consumption profile you have at home, obviously. And the production profile and consumption profile used by the energy suppliers to provide you energy for your home are even different because they push them from the grid operators. So, and the energy supplier tries to buy the energy in a way that it's cheap or effective for all of us, and this doesn't work. That is what drives the price inefficiencies. So to connect prosumers and consumers, first we have to try to really match demand and supply. And we do this by doing a better profiling, so to help the market to agree on profiles in the market so that we know when energy is really being consumed. And we do this by integrating a lot of data, which is production data, energy, stock market data, weather data, consumption data, grid data. And based on this, we build an algorithm, and we roll out the software into 3 steps as a service that we call efficiency, tariffs, and brokerage 2.0. And all these steps are based on our algorithm. So the first one is addressing the prosumers. So basically, they get, with our app, access to their own consumption, and they can improve their own consumption, so they can save up to 20% of their energy costs. And consumers around them at the same time can follow them, like in Twitter, basically, and use the energy more efficiently. Now, to reward also the consumers around the prosumers, we build a virtual marketplace by creating better profiles for the utilities. So the software as a service gives utilities better profile to get energy more efficiently. And the payment that we get from the utilities, it's given back in part to the consumer. So they are rewarded with something which it's a new tariff. It's a way of rewarding them to consume, for instance, energy at a certain point in time when it's cheaper in the market. And the third step, we extend in the software as a service to traders, where basically we facilitate supplier A and supplier B to exchange energy with each other. For instance, one of our pilot customers is a city, and the other pilot customer is in the countryside. The pilot customer in the city is a supplier with a lot of consumers, but they don't have renewable power plants, and the supplier on the countryside has renewable power plants. So we help the trader between them to transfer the energy between the suppliers in the city and the producers on the countryside, or the other way around. And we do this by attaching it a certificate of origin, so that you can really see where your energy is coming from. Well, the market, I don't discuss a lot about the market. Just what I want to say here is that we're starting with the prosumers, so to offer them real value by improving the energy efficiency. And there's a tiny market, and we're scaling from there in our pilot project with energy suppliers. The team behind this, it's combined 50 years of experience in energy and IT. It's myself and Tobias, founders of Open Energy Exchange. And yeah, here's the team. And the product status at the moment is mostly what I described until now, so that the prosumers are calling us more or less to install an easy smart plug. You don't even need a smart meter, so it's much cheaper. you can not just measure, but you can also reduce your cost by shifting water boiler, for instance. And from there, we now extend it to the consumer in the pilot projects. What we're learning in the pilots, it's something we want to standardize, and so this is why we're here, to announce that we will start fundraising, so that what we learned in the pilot projects can be made standard and brought out for other utilities as software as a service, so that you can provide your consumer with a local product without having them to ask or sign for a new contract, but just accessing resources which are available. So thanks a lot. Register on the web page to get access to our beta.